wanna see you in slow motion. Come stay the night, we can stay up till it's bright. In the morning, got the top open. Come take a ride, we can go where you like. I wanna see you in slow.
All right, Unplugged episode 3. Welcome back. I am Dave the MC, and with me today I have someone who is multifaceted, a creative, if you will. We're here at Callivan Creatives, and I am with the big man himself, the guy who is a producer, who is a videographer, does a lot of dope visuals, also a corporate. It's a corporate
brander.
Corporate
Brander.
Corporate brander. He does quite a lot, and so he's been doing this for about 10 years.
Yeah, about 10 years.
Yeah.
2009, actually, yeah.
Yeah, about 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Ivan Odie.
Whoa, what an intro, man. I'm humble, bro. Nice to see you back.
Nice to see you too, man.
Man, how was UK, bro?
It was dope. It was dope, man.
Man, I've not yet seen snow, man. So, if I can be your luggage next time, man, I would really love to see what snow looks like.
Except the fact that the place I was in didn't have snow, but yeah.
But I'm sure the winds were crazy, at least.
Very breezy, very breezy. Anyway, man, how has your 2019 been in terms of the amount of work, the amount of hustle that you've put in? How do you maybe stack it up to your 2018 or your 2017 or because you've been getting actually better with whatever it is that you're doing in terms of visuals, in terms of even photography. Yeah. So
Appreciate that. 2018 was a really dope year. That's like last year.
Yeah.
It was like the year of creativity. Like trying out to work with different people in the industry in terms of visuals. Because when I came in as a designer. I came in as a designer and as a music producer, beat maker. So 2019 has been, it's been a great year because like it's been busy. Like it feels like it just started yesterday. Like, working on Jovi's content, working on Steph's content, working on, meeting Silverstone and working on her content. And not to mention, like, the few corporate things here and there, and then, like, music videos. I honestly don't feel like I've done more videos in 2019 than in 2018. It's just that 2019, it's been more people that are known. Because 2018, there was, like, really dope videos that I like.
Yeah.
That maybe they didn't get the traction that the ones in 2019 got. So, it's like a give or take. It's like, it's relative. Like, I feel like it's been a really dope year, but there's still things that, like, I'm looking forward to fixing in 2020. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So, like, the visuals that we've seen this year from Ochungula family, from Tanasha to Barack.
Yeah.
Barack
was this year.
Yeah, Barack was this year by the No,
like it was a long time ago.
It feels like a long time ago because you're constantly moving to the next project. Like you don't once you finished with one, like you move on to the next one. And that's how your schedule is. So from all those guys, has there been a favorite of yours to shoot, or you've enjoyed them all?
Wow, that's a tough one, man. All of them are different. Like Tanasha is like, super, like, sisterly. Like she took care of us. She made sure we ate. Like it was good food. For lunch for the whole crew. Ochunglo, there's just some type of energy you get when you shoot with them. Like I'll get to Ochunglo, but like Ochunglo, tumetoka mbali now. And I wouldn't say it's like my most organized shoot, I'll be honest. But the way guys say these days people don't listen to music, they hear music, because guys are tired of like going to a club to listen to like content. People just want to go and listen to like vibes, So Chunglo has this thing where it's like everything about them is just like a vibe. Like I wasn't really into the gengeton thing at all, but like they wamenichanua kwa hiyo kwa nini jinangu ni Odie, unajua hiyo mini ordinary.
All right.
Unajua, so I mean they give me some type of vibe. So every person is dope, man. Every person is dope. I'd definitely most interesting guys I've worked with this year. Definitely, I'd say Alejandro is a character and a half. Like, you know, when I mean a character, is like this guy, his real life situations are like interesting. Like, yeah, his personality, like it's a funny one. It's like Umse really is about the women.
Yeah.
Barack Jacuzzi, very interesting dude, man. Like, his life is drama. I met this dude in the club tonight, and we go hungover to shoot his video the next day, and it comes out well, you know. And I'm just in the club. I'm like, man, I've come to support Musau because you know it was his show, and I was like, I hope Barack doesn't even know that I'm here.
Yeah.
So I go to the counter to buy a bottle for Moose, and then I bump into Barack at the counter. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? It's like, what the hell are you doing here too, man? It's like, you know what? We might as well have a toast, and that's how it happened, and we had a toast.
All right.
That's
This
how
is
we
the
had
toast
a
right now.
So, Kuzi is definitely an interesting client. I can't remember all of them, but I think I appreciate all of them. Like, definitely Mad Trucks, funny dude, you know, big bro. Yeah, so all of them, like, and definitely my, you know, like my home, Steph.
Yeah.
Is definitely someone like I always enjoy working with, easiest to communicate to.
So, like, what's been your biggest challenge this year? Like, in terms of getting something done?
In terms of getting something done. Meeting people and they're like, yo, I have an Odie, man. I'm sure you can't be broke. You know, that was tough. Yeah. That's normally tough, you know. Or you work with someone and, you know, they expect you to pay them, like, you know, they expect to see you. You know, I always say, like, if you let the world define success for you, then you'll never be happy because you'll never manage to, you know, impress people enough. And I always say, like, if you depend on praise for you to grow, then, you know, criticism will break you down. So, like, I always feel like the more I grow, or like the more like people know me, I don't want it to dictate, like, you know, I don't want it to be the reason.
21 hours.
Sorry about that. I wouldn't want like popularity to be the reason of doing something, you know. Yeah, so I always try to stay grounded and level-headed in terms of, you know, like, are my principles still the same? Is quality improving? You know, are we more worried about improving our quality, or are we worried about going to the club to be known or stuff? Like, so I try to avoid all that. So yeah, so that's what I can say, like, a challenge that, you know, you face, like when you go places, people ask you for, you know, a lot of favors and stuff, and you always just have to be the core you know, you don't want to change who you are, you know.
Speaking of Steph, so obviously you two have come to have a really dope working relationship, and even a friendship that I've seen. So he gave us free Steph EP. So, like, where's the other music, man? Like,
so, you know how,
because I'll either keep asking him or I'll keep asking you.
Yeah, man, Steph just dropped something 2 days ago. It's called Girls with Waidaka. It's a dope jam. I don't know if I'm allowed to snitch this here. I'm not a snitch, but this one is Steph, I'm sorry. Girls is actually one of the songs in the album that we pulled out.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's also a really dope production. So you can imagine if Girls didn't cut it to the album, what is in the album, you know.
Okay.
And you know, I'll ask you this question, like, what's the biggest selling album in Kenya, in your opinion, in terms of hip-hop?
In terms of hip-hop?
Okay, just mention one that you go like, okay, this must be one of the biggest selling hip-hop albums. Why does
I want to say... I want to say Calligraph must have done well with Testimony 1990.
Definitely. Okay, how many people do you know that don't know Calligraph personally that have that physical CD in their house?
That's a really interesting question.
See? So I always say kutoa album ni kaa kutoa nyege. Like, everyone wants to, you know, like, it's like, yo, my album. But no one has a contingency for what next after you drop your album, you know. Guys who buy your album are guys who are like your core fans or guys you meet every day, or like, yo, bro, if you don't have my album, I'll catch a feeling, you know.
Yeah.
But that is not sales to make you revolutionize something, you know. So I know it looks like we're postponing something, but everything has a reason as to why it's done a type of way. Steph's content is undeniably one of the best ever, you know, in Kenyan soil. Like, I can say that confidently. And so, as much as
because Free Step was good. It was a very good
and
teaser.
Those are album rejects. I don't want to put it as that, but that's the reality. Those are album rejects, you know.
Okay.
You don't wanna, you know, if I gave you a banana to eat without the peel, you'd not eat it. Yeah. So we're working on the peel. The banana is ready. Yeah.
All right.
That's how I can put it.
All right. So, what do you do in your free time, really? If you have any free time.
3 hours, 4 hours sleep, but also, like, I like YouTubing, man. I'll be honest to you. Like, that's my teacher. That's you know, I like YouTubing. I just, you know, look for knowledge, look for guys who we don't know who have dope angles and perspectives into art. You know,
like interviews, tutorials.
Yeah, tutorials, you know, MKBHD guys, you know, Casey Neistat. Free time, I try to catch up with guys that I'm close to, or like that I feel like, you know, just normal friends who you can have a conversation away from work, you know. Yeah, I like, I wish I had enough free time to chill with my dog that turned rogue. But yeah, free time, well, so a day in my life, it's like I wake up, let's say, 8. So I used to wake up at 6, but I don't know, these days I sleep really late, so I wake up at 8. 8, check emails all the way to like maybe 9 if there's any proposals or any designs to be done. 11, maybe work on an edit to like 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. Then kama kawaida, every evening at Callivan is like there's guests, there's artists coming to record. So if it's like artists who like recording at night, hint, TNT, my peeps, man, I love them. You record all the way, or even Jovi, Silverstone. These are guys that like recording at night. So, so we record all the way up to like maybe sometimes 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. Yeah, then the cycle continues. So like, just like maybe go to bed with the laptop and watch some YouTubers, get some shut-eye, and then cycle starts again and again and again.
And that's just not if you're leaving.
That's if you're not
leaving to go do a shoot.
So if there's a shoot, it's all day, and then you have to come copy footage. You have to return equipment. If there's a show, we have to think of how we're gonna shoot the show, how we're gonna organize, how guys are gonna come in, and you know, after that, it's like, did everyone get home safe? And maybe come back, dump footage. Start cutting. So yeah, it's a crazy schedule, man. You don't wanna do a lot of things, man.
It's I can understand such a schedule because I think the only other person I know who has maybe that kind of schedule or gets that amount of sleep is Barack and Shaq.
No, Barack definitely has a problem. He doesn't sleep. That guy has a problem for sure. Another person who does a lot of stuff, I have to shout out, is Provoke. Provoke has done a lot of this for this game, and you know, it's sad that, like, you know, like in this game you can be friends to 2 people who are enemies. You know, like I'm friends with people who have worked with Provoke. I'm friends with Provoke, and you just have to accept that if someone is skilled, they're skilled, and Provoke is one of those guys who's like a dope-ass designer. He's a dope-ass director. People just don't know that he's a director, but trust me, he's a dope-ass director. He's also a dope-ass producer. Everyone knows that. Yeah. So, yeah, man, I can't feel like I'm working too hard if you know, like, I know people who are doing dope shit. You know, you have to, you know, if we're building the industry, we have to compete until we realize the industry is a certain level because of competition. So and
okay. Give me your. Let's actually make you think for a bit. Give me your In no particular
In no
order.
particular order. I was just about to say that.
In no
All this
particular
type
order.
of questions.
Your top 5 videographers,
Fuck. All right.
music
Oh.
video directors,
Uh,
top 5 producers, or top 10. It depends.
All right. Director is so easy. Locally, yeah.
It could be local, international.
Oh, international, it's tough because there's different directors with different styles.
But who-
I'd say
who you-
one of my favorite current editors is
Yeah.
a guy called Gibson Hazard. But I should have started with my mentor and the guy who really inspires me a lot is a Kenyan. He's called Andrew Mageto. Yeah, he's behind a lot of stuff people don't even know.
Yeah.
He's behind Blink, his videos.
Karun.
He's Karun. Yeah, Karun. Did he work on that?
He shot.
Tetushani. Yeah. Glow.
Yeah.
I don't know if he shot it or it was Ray. Ray Otieno is also Ray Otieno and Mageto are
I think, yeah.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I know Ray is also really dope, man. Those are my favorite guys behind the camera in Kenya. They're both my homies, and I look up to them, and I'm coming for their neck. Yeah, so for sure, that's an easy call. I'd say them. Someone I appreciate their growth. Definitely, I have to say Kevin Obi because I used to live with him. We were homies. He used to record on my beats, back when he was a rapper. When Westy days, is over 2010 uko. So for Obi to be a professional in what he's doing, it makes me happy because, man, none of us, if we told each other you'd be a videographer, you'd be a videographer 10 years ago, none of us would believe. But yeah, boys come a long way, and I'm proud of him. He's like my bro who lives far away from me. I'm proud of him. Hey, but there's so many guys doing good stuff, man. I don't know if I can sum them up in 5 or 10. Damn. Who
Because
else
that's
is-
4, actually.
That's 4.
That's 4.
Damn. All right. Someone who's good. Definitely. KG Bryan, man. I knew and loved KG Bryan since the first time I saw his work.
Yeah.
I told Steph about him.
Yeah.
KG has an eye. He's a really dope videographer. We know of each other. We've not met, but we have a lot of mutual clients, and yeah, I respect his work for sure. I like what CJ is doing too. CJ is also my bro.
Yeah.
Through Dr. Rain. CJ is doing a lot of good stuff. Yeah. How many of those?
Maybe 6 or 7, but we can just switch to producers.
Man, I'm sure there's someone dope I've forgotten in that list. But
No, it's
I'll
cool,
remember
but
later.
yeah.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Producers.
Still, local, international.
Local, international.
Whoever you draw inspiration from or who you listen to their music the most.
Man, I wish you asked me artists. I'll just say Anderson .Paak. But producers. Let me shout out the guys who are fresh blood, because the thing is, if I was to mention producers, I can mention 100 that I look up to. Hey, but I can't forget Dilly. Dilly, big bro. I love that guy. Dilly is a beast. Always makes me happy with his compositions. Yeah, Dilly has to take that. Provoke, obviously, I've mentioned him. If I was to talk about fresh blood that's really dope, I'd have to mention Lewis and Relict. Those guys are crazy. They're part of the production of Steph's album. Beasts. Man, I'd have to mention 15 people now that I've started with them.
Feel free.
Yeah. There's definitely Sonic. Sonic is man, when Sonic goes missing, you'll miss him. That's the thing. Sonic is behind a lot of the TNT jams. He's a beast. Al Capone is a beast.
Al Capone
is a beast.
Definitely.
Dede Babs is a beast. Oriedo is a beast. How many of those? Okay, there's a guy called Thomas. It's called Thamos because he keeps the beats hot. That's how they call him. He's a beast. Wait till you hear Steph's tape. Beast. Shit, I don't want to forget anyone. Man, I'm sure I'm forgetting someone because if I open my folders,
it's fine.
Yeah,
Like,
but there's a bunch of guys. I miss Playmaker. Playmaker is one of my favorite producers ever. There's a guy who's working with Silverstone. It's called KC.
Yeah.
On a track.
Yeah.
Wait till you hear Silverstone's tape. He's a fucking monster. Yeah, there's a bunch of. I just want to shout out the young guys who are new in the scene because they're the ones who are doing the most. Yeah.
True. All right. Let's talk about Gengetone. What did you think about the whole issue that had come up? Had you paid attention to it? Like, even what Static was saying about
Queen,
Rainbow and like that whole drama. Like, had you paid attention to it? Like, what do you think about it?
Honestly, like, I try not to pay too much attention to what's going on because I don't want to get caught up in all the, push and pull. I just like to, like, preserve energy and focus it where it can be effective, But, like, I respect what Big Sis Ecstatic was saying because I met up with her, like, during Barack's release and, we had a slight chat. So Ecstatic is, man, she has a good head over her shoulders. Like, she's woke. So whatever she's saying makes sense.
Yeah.
But then also, guys need to, and this is not too Ecstatic, but guys also need to know that music doesn't mean, man, the type of things people say in songs are so many and they're so offensive sometimes that you can't take everything literally. You have to look at both sides of the coin. Like, I know guys are gonna kill me if I say that the song is okay. I'm not saying the song is okay. Maybe someone was chasing. You know these days what guys do?
Yeah.
These days you can make a song by just looking at, okay, what's popping in the news? It's IBC, no. That's what most guys are doing in Gengetone. I'm not saying that's what they did, but you can make a song out of literally anything.
Because I've even had, I think it was today or yesterday, Ochunglo already jumped on Twa.
I don't even know what Twa is, man.
Like, is this
What
something
is
on?
that?
Is this something on Twitter? Like, I think it's
Wallahi.
from some clip.
You
that
see what I
went
mean?
viral.
Anyone
So
can
they
do
just
anything.
jumped
You
on-
see, that's
Yeah.
and it's crazy. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't make sense at all. You see, my thing with Gengetone is, I honestly don't even give a rat's ass about what those guys are saying because my agenda is I might not, bruh, I'm telling you, there's a time I was shooting something for Chungla. I was asking them, I didn't know the meaning of the song until like somewhere mid shooting. It's like, by the kitu inamaanisha ninakwambia, ai buda ujui rieng ni form buda. I'm like, sawa wamenichanua hapo unajua. My role in this thing is to do the best what I can do for what role I've been assigned. Like, when I saw Gengetone, what changed my mind about Gengetone is when we were performing TGR. Was it TGR? Actually, it was TGR. It was Terminal. Sorry, it was Terminal Weekend.
Yeah.
My favorite artist, one of them, like Western, they came to perform, and we were luckily part of the lineup.
Yeah.
And Western were like asking guys, like, what's the hottest stuff, in Kenya? And like guys were like mentioning, different shit. But by the time they got on stage, they performed Lamba Lolo, and the Western performed Ushai Lamba Lolo, and the whole crowd went wild. And it hit me, what they say, if you can't beat them, So when I realized that these guys, like, they were so into that Gengetone vibe, and it shocked me. So what I decided then to do was like, okay, fine. I know one of my friends at well, like, he told me, like, Ivan, man, nah, I'd have to get rid of myself if I ever worked on a Gengetone track. And I laughed and I told him, yeah, that's one perspective I get, and I know it can be frustrating, but at the same time, it's like, not everyone liked Kapuka, not everyone liked Genge, the original, and me, I still like Bom Bom Ba by Issa, and not everyone likes it, but most, like, it's a vibe. It's like if guys are talking about a Kenyan sound, if guys are talking about we don't want Nigerian music on our airwaves, look at what Gengeton has done. Look at what Alejandro is saying. Gengeton has literally wiped out Nigerian music from Kenya, and it's also created a lot of employment for a lot of youth. You see, so what I decided to do with Gengeton was then to give it a new face, because at one point everyone was doing phone-like videos for Gengeton, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I sat with these guys Ochunglo and I told them, yo guys, you know what, I'm not shoot you Hollywood, but I can really improve this thing. And actually what happened is what happened is Kansol introduced me to them when we did Naiwake. And I think when they saw Naiwake, they were like, yo, okay, this looks dope for Gengeton. And I think that's how our relationship started with Ochunglo. And my goal was always to make them know that, you know what, yo Jaba kwa Aluta, we can make it look cinematic. Why don't we put Jaba on a tray like a pizza? Why don't we, you know, make this place look like some Spanish type of meeting, you know, like, why can't we make a Gengeton video look better than any other genre in Kenya?
Yeah.
You know, and that was my goal, and I guess I can let the world judge if we achieved it, because after that, everyone started shooting dope videos and the industry grew.
Yeah.
You see? So sometimes it's about the growth. It's not about who's the best. It's like, you know, it's like the whole industry grew. Right now, all of Gengeton videos look almost the same as all other videos of other genres, you know, except there's just more women shaking us. Yeah. So I wish we can now be creative with Gengeton. That's my one wish, because me, what I did, I feel like I now need to go to the next level, which is maybe changing the scripts, changing how, you know, the stories that are told in Gengeton, because we're going to get tired of listening to ass, rape, fuck, you know.
Yeah.
So now I'd really like to see a different phase in Gengeton, and if it means me taking a break, so be it. I just feel like we need to get to the next chapter of what more can we do with Gengeton.
Okay. So, in terms of, because you mentioned growth, what do you, like, have you thought about what you want to do, like, in 2020? Because it's going to be a whole new decade beginning. Have you thought about maybe you want to focus on one thing, or you want to still do, you know, the corporate branding, the videography, the photography, the music? Like, have you thought about?
Yeah, I've thought about it. You know how they say, like, man plans and God laughs? Yeah, like, that's a reality. Like, I can plan all I want, but you know, the world will just, you know, set its course. But definitely in 2020, I want to do more projects that I'm, you know, that I'm really proud of. Like, because, you see, I'm really thankful for, like, all the support and all the, you know, comments that have come, like, you know, like, yo, I see you guy on millions of views, but you know what would be better than that? Like, creating something that someone will see for their whole life, you know. So that's something that I want to get to, you know. That's something I don't want to just do things because, to be honest, I really don't care much about numbers, man. Like, it makes sense, yes, maybe to corporates, and maybe when I'm approaching a corporate and I'm pitching something, it makes sense. But it doesn't mean that I'm proudest of that project that has the biggest numbers. It doesn't mean that I got a lot of money I'm getting from a project that has a lot of numbers.
Yeah, so, like, about next year, like, have you thought about narrowing down to one thing? Have you thought about now, like, in terms of growth, like, what do you see yourself doing more of in 2020, or more or less of?
Yeah,
in terms of everything that you do, because you do a lot, so.
Maybe a lot of guys do a lot. You just know me, so you know me as doing a lot. But again, you know how guys say, like, you know, man plans and God laughs.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's a reality, but, like, I think one thing I'd enjoy doing in 2020, or one thing that I hope to do in 2020, is to release more projects that, you know, like, have that showcase, like, my vision, or like my passion, you know. because satisfying clients is one thing, and it's very satisfying to satisfy a client. But also there's that one thing where, you see, for instance, if you have a video that has, let's say, 5 million views, for instance, yes, it's 5 million views, but is it something that you want to watch for the rest of your life? You know, is it? So that's something that at least I'd like to get into. You remember, like, before I started shooting videos, I used to shoot movies. Yeah, you've seen a bit of my movie, yeah?
Yeah, I've seen a bit
So
of that.
stuff like that, like, I mean, we have to pay the bills, and, you know, we have to make sure, like, the guys that are within Callivan, for instance, or the guys that I work with, their careers have to grow. I'd really like 2020, like, you know, delegation of roles, and, like, you know, like, some people, their dream is to have a video on TV. I think 2020 is the year, and also 2019 was the year for some of the guys, even in my team, the guys who just came and they knew nothing, for them to have their names on the screens, you know, because everything that goes up comes down, man. So no matter how long you tag on views, and, you know, you depend on views for your satisfaction, it's not necessarily going to give you happiness. Sometimes happiness is making another person grow. Sometimes happiness is doing what you love. That doesn't, like, I always say, you have to get accepted, rejected, for you to know yourself. Like, if you're accepted and you're not rejected, you won't really know yourself. So I feel like there's a lot of things I want to experiment with in 2020 that are not expected. It's like, oh, another gengeton normal video, Ivan Doyo, Madem Doao, Z. I don't want that in 2020 at all. I want to shift the script a bit, inshallah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Since the last time we talked, of course, on a different platform than this, have you thought a bit? Do you sometimes think about your legacy long term? Like, have you thought about that?
Well, honestly, like, one of the mottos of Callivan is, or Ivan as me, is I really like solving problems. The name Callivan came from a lot of guys calling me for random stuff. Maybe because I used to do design and photography. So someone knows me for cameras, like, yo, nataka kupigwa picha maze naenda wapi. Another one is like, yo, I need to holler at, you know, artist X, and they'd call me. Another one is like, yo, where can I get a vixen? Somehow I just, like, know people. So the thing is, I want to solve a communication problem which is in this industry, and this illusion of gatekeepers, I'd really like to solve that.
Which is a serious problem.
It's a serious problem, but you see, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
If you chill around people who are doing shit,
Yeah.
it won't be a mystery. You'll figure it out. You know, so I'd really like to change the narrative of the perspective people have of gatekeepers, or thinking that, you know, like, yes, there are people who have bad intentions to block other people from succeeding, but if you're good at what you do and you have zero guilt and you have persistence, someone will open the door for you. Trust me. That's how I'm doing what I'm doing. I know people who are better than me who aren't where I am, and maybe sometimes it's because of persistence, sometimes it's because of character, sometimes it's because of just drive, you know. So yeah, that's my legacy. I'd like to be a person known to solve problems, and in return, I know I'll be comfortable. Yeah.
All right. So that is to conclude everything.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate you for doing this.
For sure, man. Anytime, Dave.
Make sure you check out Ivan's links. I'll post everything down below. Check out Callivan as well. It's even on the screen if you look at it closely. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe as well. More of this stuff is coming as well.
Thank you.
Until next time, peace.
Peace. That was dope, man.
I wanna see you in slow motion. Come stay the night, we can stay up till it's bright. In the morning, got the top open. Come take a ride, we can go where you like. I wanna see you in slow motion. Come stay the night, we can stay up till it's bright. In the morning.